Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another glorious co-casting, yeah. And in this one, we will be playing the glorious Axis Army. Give me the applause, give me the love, yeah. Do you like winning your games? Because I do. It's crazy. Oh, so before we get started, hit that tactical pause button because tactical and pause go hand in hand. Way to go picking your choice of words, Relic Studios. So what's going on here, guys? We're going to go ahead and pump out a double kit and creds to start the build. Let's do a little backstory on this build. I lost to the rank 4 in the world Wehrmacht player from the Philippines, and he used this exact build against me. This build is incredibly effective against Brits. Not sure how good it is against the USF. And I'm going to make mistakes with this build. This is my first match playing Wehrmacht in about 2 weeks. And my first opponent as Wehrmacht is Gen Obi. He beat me in a previous match, unfortunately. And that's because I was playing DAC and trying to cheese with the light pizza tanks, trying to get that build footage together. But he beat me, smashed me, and in this one I'm going to smash him, and he's going to act like a salty bitch. Tactical pause, unpaused, back to the game. And I'm trying to show you, Axis mains, why it's so easy to play your Axis bullshit. So I'm going to fuck up with the build, because what I should have done is pump out an infantry company as soon as the second kit and crack comes out and immediately start getting my MG42 off the ground. I do have a video, if anybody is curious, where I can show you how to effectively use this build to win your games and to prove my point that it's very easy to play Axis. And again, this is rank 73 in the world Brits. Not anymore because he was on a losing streak right before this match. But he was ranked 73 in the world Brits. Let that sink in, people. 2 weeks of not playing this fucking faction, and we're just killing it. At the same time, Kit and Crad's going to go for the manpower point. Very key and crucial to this build. Ignore the munis, rush the manpower point. And that's exactly what we did. Hit the pause button. Let's see how much map control my opponent has. 1. Let that sink in, people. He has 1 point at 1 minute and 11 seconds to my 1, 2, about to be 3, and about to be 4. But it's so hard to play Axis. Oh. So boom, got the manpower point. We're gonna go ahead and hold with the engineers. Why are we doing that? Because I see a lot of Brit players trying to spam engineers and go for your cutoffs. It's a wise move. Cut the territory, buy time. But at the same time, because of these kit and crads, I should have tucked comm cables as soon as I get the munis. They're going to go ahead and cap as much territory as possible. Again, this is a late night for me. Engineers are engaging my kit and crad. Go ahead and back out. No big deal. Not going to win the fight. That U-turn is because the game's pathing. Relic still hasn't fixed their pathing. So big round of applause to Relic Studios. Great job, guys. 1 year into your game and you still fucking suck at life. So what's the key with this build? Cap as much as possible, decap any enemy territory points, and avoid mines. But I'm very exhausted with this build. It's 12 o'clock at night. I'm halfway asleep at the keyboard. And we're gonna fucking smash rank 73 in the world Brits. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Gen Obi! Oh yeah, Gen Obi acts like a bitch at the end of the match. You know, he has to say his salty top level player comments. Yeah, you know, I hate you. You top level players, man. Yes, I was ranked 15 allies, top level in Wehrmacht, but at the same time, I didn't let the ego go to my head. You know, you fucks always have something to say when you lose. It's never a GG well played. It's always, you're lucky, or you watched my stream. It's like, shut the fuck up. You lost the game, you crybaby-ass bitch. Get over it. I'm better than you because I'm good at Company of Heroes. Okay, cool. When they shut off the servers, nobody will fucking know who you are. And that's my opinion on a lot of these top-level players. If you're a chill top-level player, let's hang out sometime, man. I'm a normal human being, you know? Oh, my goodness. So what's going on right now? I'm getting ahead of myself. We're, as you can see, decapping the map, maintaining the territory points control. And we're just having a little bit of a skirmish with the Brits. At the same time, 0-0, but hit that pause button, reveal map, and look at my territory control compared to my opponent. Very nice. I prevented him from pushing up because he's trying to recap his fuel. At the same time, was harassing his manpower point over here. And we're just stalling for time. At the same time, Kitten's going to go ahead and try to go for this muni point. Brits are engaging these riflemen, putting them in a heavy... I'm sorry. Wehrmacht's engaging the British riflemen. And we're going to go ahead and put them in heavy cover. There's nothing we can do. Engineers are moving in as soon as they get done repairing the kit and crad and getting the muni cap. We're going to go ahead and push them off that field point. At the same time, kit and crad's getting engaged. Go ahead and roll out. Look, he can't do anything to me. Vroom. Vroom, vroom. Just fucking burn out, bro. You can't touch me. So I want to go ahead and roll him back, get repairs for my sexy engineers in the front line. Boom, stop. You know, roll this unit back in. We're going to go ahead and get this muni point in the back, because I want double comms cables to increase my capping speed with
we have lost control of
the Kenton creds. Excuse me. I mean, look at us, guys. We're just chilling like a villain right now. So what are we failing on right now? I should have took this MG42 and tried to stick it in the middle of the house. I was worried about a potential mortar. Again, I'm very rusty with this build. First time playing this build versus a player. I did a quick practice run versus the AI, but, you know, AI doesn't really help too much versus rank 73 players. You know the deal. At the same time, we're going to take these Brit engineers. Pause real quick. Brit engineers are going to go ahead and hug this cover and beat the British riflemen, while these guys are going to go ahead and get the cap. Over here on the left side of the map, I'm taking the Kenton crads and putting more loving pressure on the decaps and harassing his fuel. Now, I knew there was a mine here. I had a feeling, but I'm tired and I just don't fucking care. So this Kenton crad's going to die. And boom, it's gone. But why don't I care about the loss of the glorious Kenton crad? Because I'm Axis, baby! I can do whatever the fuck I want! I had fun last night, boys! I had games where I could turn off my brain and just win the match. Not even try. Engineers are winning the fight against the British riflemen. But the Wehrmacht engineers are very underpowered, right, guys? You fucking weirdos. Always crying about something, but everything you say is a lie! So what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and hug the green cover with the Brit engineers. Just stall for time. We're not going to win this engagement, but we're stalling time. I get the decap with the kitten, even though I lost it. I'm moving over to harass his manpower point. There could be a mine right here, and there is. So how are we going to avoid it? We're going to go around. I'm going to manually control and just not run into the mine, and that's exactly how you need to do it. And see, look, I figured there's a mine there. And we're just stalling for time. First Jaegers onto the field, protecting the infantry company. I should have went 2-2-1 first, but because I'm a little bit new to this build, I'm lacking. 2-2-1 is going to wipe this squad off the field. Give it some time, folks, and you'll see the magic happen before your very eyes. And, of course, the Axis players are going to be, it's so, you don't understand, bro. This is rank 73 in the world, Brits. Brits is a very hard faction to get into in high-level gameplay. So the fact that he's climbed his ranks means he has some kind of skill. And look at that bleed damage. At the same time, we're harassing the map with the Kenton cred. This is going to die, but I'm having fun. The pathing fucks it. At the same time, we're holding this house with the MG42, stalling for time. Let's focus the bleed, though. Oh, look at the glorious bleed of the MG42. Now, put in perspective, this unit takes 30% less received damage, and look at that. Look at that, baby! We're gonna get the white! Oh, yeah! Woo! Victory screech! Woo! And we're not done yet. It's gone. Don't you like it when your units work? Come to the Axis side, my friend. Join us in infinite glory on the Coh forms. Now, I think Gen Obi is a Star Wars reference. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. You know, a normal Star Wars fan. So, you know, if he wasn't such a salty bitch, I'd be making some positive jokes about him. You know, you turned the Coh forms against me. In your wereaboo cringe, Anakin. You did it yourself. Liar! I hate you. Oh my gosh. I love episode 3. One of my favorite movies. At the same time, fighting the Brits on the left side of the map. Going to go ahead and hug this wall, and we're going to win this engagement no matter what. Engineers kick in. Boys anti-tank rifles are popping for my opponent. He is worried about the 2-2-1, and I understand why. Jaegers are going to win this fight now because of the boys anti-tank pop. And hit that tactical pause. Again, check out that white line from the unit. If I wasn't new to this build, I could have taken this scout car and capped, or spotted, about 1/4 of the entire fucking map. Almost probably 2/5 maybe of this entire fucking map. This white cone is spotting. So anything in this white cone means I can see him on the map. On top of that, what was I doing wrong with this build? You're going to put the raid package as soon as you get Veterancy 1. This makes this 2-2-1 an anti-infantry unit, and it makes it just as valuable as the Kenton crad. Let that sink in. I can fucking shoot you in the face and cap and stall points. Think about that. That is incredibly powerful. Jaeger's going to win this fight, like I said, no matter what. This is over for my opponent. Isn't it fun when you win the engagements? MG42 trying to set up. He's going to rotate around the sandbags and trying to get damage on my Jaegers, but it's over. It's said and done. I'm going to win this fight no matter what. And I'm going to go ahead and put pressures on the VPs to keep the bleed going, because we do hold the early game engagements. And check out that KD ratio, 17-8. Almost a it's a 2-to-1 ratio.
Our arsenal has been
So
expanded,
about
Commandant.
2.1 kills per every death. 221 has to get repaired. I'm being stagnant with these engineers. Going to go ahead and hit them with the Minesweeper package as soon as I can. Increased veterancy does improve the repairs, so sometimes you're just debating, do I want to go Minesweeper? You know, I have to deal with that extra micro. At the same time, Jaeger's going to go ahead and lovingly apply pressure to the Brit infantry sections. So just check out the bleed on the move from the Jaeger sections. Amazing units. Riflemen are trying to get a cap at the left side of the map. Not going to be able to. Throw a nade. It fails, sadly. My opponent is on his, he's on his toes right now. And what's happening? He's worried about me wiping him off this map. If I was doing this build correctly, I would have had enough fuel at the 8-minute mark for a Warble win, so I failed on my part. But don't worry, guys. It gets kind of a close game, but the glorious Axis kicks in. And we win the match, yeah! So you're going to see the 2-2-1 start getting its capping abilities in a second. Again, very rusty with this build. Super tired. But a brain-dead monkey could win using this. And there it is. There's the capping. So the 2-2-1 can not only shoot you in the face, get the cap, install the VP bleed. This is powerful. This is incredibly powerful. This is borderline... Oh, no, this is bullshit. This is borderline insanity is what it is. And look at the bleed damage I'm doing. And because these guys are hiding behind a bush, they can get some sexy shots in the rear. Yeah, yeah. I'm having fun, boys! Isn't it nice when your units win every engagement? Holy shit! Now, to be fair, the Jaegers do lack on the infantry engagements. Hold on, before anybody says anything, until they get their veterancy 1 star. After that, they'll just fucking terrorize you. They'll just, fucking put nuts in your mouth. You like the feel of my shiny balls in your face? Ah, you should have played Axis. So what's going on over here? He keeps getting behind this wall. I'm going to go ahead and hug him. Prevent that cover advantage. And at the same time, he can't launch a rifle nade at me. And we're going to win this fight. 2-2-1's going to go ahead and harass these boys' anti-tanks. We're not going to win the fight, but we can take some pot shots at him. MG42 set up to cover the cutoff point, so he's fucked either way. He can't push me. Can't take the cutoff. He can only go for VP bleeds. Mortar's setting up. Not going to win the fight because the mortar's going to hit me. 2-2-1 has to back out. He was going to go for a sneaky shot in the rear, and he does have nades tech, so we're in danger of a snare. And first Warble win is in the build, people. Turn this free camera off. Warble win's in the build. Jaegers are retreating. Gotta heal him back up. I feel good with the engagement. I want all my units in the mid to fight off the Brit double infantry push that you can see on the TAC map right now.
We have finished the research.
And that's the plan. Mine's going down because he keeps going for my cutoff, so we can make him hit a mine and install the game. 2-2-1's ready to fight, ready to roll, and that's because I see over here it's a 3-man infantry section without boys anti-tank. Jaegers are engaging him. Gonna go ahead and dodge that nade real quick. Boom, and a miss. Minor damage. And at the same time, shooting him in the face. Even if he snares me, no big deal, because I can potentially wipe him on retreat. Look at the bleed damage, people. The Jeep can't do that. The Humber can't do that. But the 2-2-1 can! Isn't it fun when my units work? Oh, yeah! I mean, look at the bleed damage. I can't get the kill because he does have units in support, but the Flak Warble win is on the field. Get out of my way. If I was being smart, I could have brought this in to help, put it on the edge. But at the same time, what are we doing? We're decapping. We're decapping his manpower point. And look at him. He's just suffering. 35 to my 46. Jaeger's going to go ahead and get behind heavy cover. It's going to spot for the Flak Warble win, and we're going to terrorize him at range. Left side of the map, we're getting kicked off by some engineers. No big deal. Oh, turn off.
Standing by.
There's the nade from my opponent. A bit of a juicy damage roll, but at the same time, Flak Warble win. Hitting him at range. Engineers tried to cap this fuel. I'm going to get chased off. Win this engagement. It's technically a stalemate, but it's a win. We bled him. Oh man, it's so hard to play the Axis. I'm only having 33 to 20 kills. 9. Now, people, imagine if I start being a full-time Axis player, how much of a punishment I can do to these high-level players. Oh my goodness. Isn't it fun to win? Isn't it fun to have an infinite fucking win button, you cheesers? Oh my goodness. Isn't it nice? Holy crap. Oh my. Yeah, baby. Every engagement is a victory when you're Axis.
Commandant, territory
And just my army composition, double anti-tank, so I have anti-tank options ready if he pops a Stuart. Jaegers are great at not only killing infantry, but swatting away a potential vehicle. And the Shrek can hit a Brit infantry section model on retreat, so it has the potential to hit a model while moving and killing it. So that's always a thing in the back of the head. In the back of your head, when you're seeing a Jaeger section, they can kill infantry incredibly fast. And there's the boys' anti-tank sections making a push on the map. So what did I fuck up with the build? Tactical pause, engage. What should I have done? I shouldn't have made a martyr. I should have made an additional orbital wind. Why did I make a martyr? I was worried that he had teched up to the point in the game to get a crusader, and that would have punished me. But because I'm new to this build, I should have pumped out a orbital wind, and I shouldn't have been so worried about the anti-tank options, because the martyr is great at killing tanks, but you know it can't do anything other than that. But don't worry, we'll hold the line, yeah. I mean, just look at this. I'm just winning. I'm just winning. I can decap. What did I do right now? I took the Jaeger squads and I smoked the building so he can't shoot me. And I'm getting the cap. I double smoked the building from both sides. That's why these units aren't engaging. Oh, because you gave Jaegers a mainline infantry the ability to self-smoke themselves. So what's going on over here? Warblewine's engaging. I popped the white possibility, and check that out. He is suppressed. That means he fires very slowly and takes increased damage. At the same time, Jaegers are trying to get the bleed on. Hit a mine, trying to go for a lovely decap in the middle of the map. Not going to get it because he's going to chase me off, and I'm suppressed by a mine. And it's just, look, the engineers that everybody cries about. The engineers are so overpowered. Look, it's a neck-and-neck fight right now, even with the flamethrower. And we're a bit stagnant right now. This 221 needs to be repaired. Martyrs onto the field. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here to cover my cutoff point and potential tank rush. Jaegers are holding the line as much as possible. Not going to win the fight because he is in a building and he has the high ground. Nothing I can really do here. But we are damaging the building. So it's a very lovely ability going on here. What has happened on the left side of the map? Capped his fuel. Again, denying him valuable fuel resources and putting a lot of pressure on him. So what's crazy about the Warblewind, folks? The Warblewind costs 300 manpower and 50 fuel. This is the same price as a Chaffee. And it can overperform a Chaffee any day of the week. Here comes the glorious Flak Panzer applying the loving pressure to the Brits infantry sections. Do you think you could really beat Germany? Yeah! It's not like we didn't lose the war at all and get our country divided into 4 fucking sections. 9! Yeah! So here's what's happening right now. I don't give a fuck if he snares me. I'm going to go ahead and run up and just, you know, basically shoot him point blank, get him that lovely bleed damage, and just check that out. An amazing unit. 221's coming in for the cap at the same time. Yeah! And we are unstoppable! Isn't it fun? Bro, isn't it so much fun when you can load into a match and win? I've been missing out on this, guys. You Axis mains have convinced me. You have convinced me. You guys said it was hard to win. There's the foot guard section, so I was worried about that. This is a pretty decent tank section, but not good enough to kill the Warblewind. So get the fuck out of here. But yeah, you Axis mains have convinced me. You guys said it was really hard to play Axis, and I don't know about you guys, but me loading in after 2 weeks of not playing Wehrmacht and swatting away the rank 73 Brits in the world and beating him after I had lost to him in a previous match, so he knew my playstyle, and just winning? You Axis mains have convinced me that the Axis army needed to be played. You have truly convinced me that you guys are Definitely never going to be struggling a day in your life. You will never struggle at this game. If you're an Axis main and you're bitching about allies, and this is the meta right now, you're full of fucking shit. It's not hard to play Axis. But it is fun to win as Axis. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. But you're what are you going to say? What are you going to say, fuck nugget? What are you guys going to say now? What else could you possibly say? Who could justify this? The Jaegers are overperforming. The Flak Whirlwind's overperforming. In fact, you're going to see the Flak Whirlwinds penetrate a Churchill from the front in a little bit. Let that sink in, people. So, either Relic, you need to bring the health down to the Flak Whirlwind, or the armor. I don't care if it's on a Panzer IV chassis. The top hatch is very light armor. But you guys either need to make the Jaegers a 4-man squad, and if they get the G43 upgrade, they become a 5-man squad, and the Shreks are 4-man. You need to reduce the health of the Flak Panzer units, because they are overperforming, and it's absolutely insane. But before I keep talking, what's happening right now? A war in all fronts. Basically, right side's getting capped. Jaegers are moving in to support it. We're trying to delay the foot guards. We're not going to win the fight no matter what. Flak Whirlwinds are double trouble onto the field, putting pressure on these Brit infantry sections. And there's the double rockets. These guys are great at killing tanks. But look, I popped the White Foss. Hit the suppression. I'm going to hit the White Foss in this too. I just popped White Foss for 30 munis, and it's a fuck you button. And I beat the anti-infantry unit, beat the anti-tank unit. Come on, people. Look at me roll, baby. And look at that, another infantry section with the boys anti-tank rifle, but I don't give a fuck, so I'm gonna hit him with the White Fox. Yeah, it's so much fun to win the matches. So what are we doing right now? Even if my tanks are on half health, I don't fucking care. We're gonna go ahead and put pressure on this boys anti-tank section, dive through the wall, get the maximum damage on the opposite side of the cover. There's the snare nade from my opponent. It's about to pop. Hold on. Oh, no, never mind, I lied. He couldn't throw it because the model died. Alright, there's the snare nade finally, but what happens to the squad because he snared me? Give it a second, and it's gone. Get punished. Woo! You can't stop me. It's the fucking cheese train. Oh, yeah. More cheese than a Cheesecake Factory. More rats than a Ratatouille Part 2 movie. Holy shit. I'm unstoppable. Oh, yeah. You guys did it. You Axis mains broke me. I wanted to have fun. I'm sorry, guys. I can only sweat so hard playing allies. 2-2-1 trying to get a lovely cap. At the same time, we can't get it. Back off. Jaegers are engaging the foot guards. They're going to lose this fight. We're going to go ahead and hit the retreat button. Foot guards are quickly back onto the field. So we got to be very careful. Engineers are engaging me, or they're going to lose the fight no matter what. MG42 is setting up. Why did I rotate my army to the left side of the map? I thought at this point he would have a tank onto the field. That's what we're stressing about. So I rotated everything to cover the repairs and ensure that my Flak Whirlwinds are in a safety cone. At the same time, I had no idea my opponent was going to dive his foot guards down the map and go for some decaps. He is going to hit my mine, but is only going to kill one model. So that's why we rotated our safety net. I realize what's going on. I'm rotating the MG42 back into position. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I hit a mine, unfortunately, but no big deal. With the Jaegers. 2-2-1 spotting for me. And this is telling me probably rockets over here. And look at the spotting just coming into effect. And now I see him. I see him with the 2-2-1. Because it has scout awareness perk. MG42 is trying to set up. And he's gonna... I have to retreat it. I fuck up. If he threw a double nade, he would have stolen that MG42. And that would have been a GG because this is one of the most powerful units in the game. And that is not an exaggeration. But we're going to retreat back to base and get it right back onto the field. Flak Whirlwinds are still in repair mode. Still holding the line, yeah? And look at me. I control everything. I'm going for his decap on his fuel again, just harassing him as much as possible. Because, I mean, we just got to keep... We have to stress about his tanks. And boom, the tank is popped, but I don't know this. And we're buying time as much as possible. And there's my third Flak Whirlwind onto the field. It is time to push. And look at that infantry bleed damage. Boom. You know, I'm going to take half health shot. No big deal. But these are anti-tank sections. the same time, Jaegers are getting into cover, hugging him on the VP, because we don't want him to fire a nade. Churchill has finally shown its face, so what is the counter to the Churchill? I'm going to go ahead and wait for the 8th command point to pop, and we're going to have a Panther out into the field, and this is a hard counter to the Churchill. At the same time, triple Whirlwind Terrors on the field, on the prowl. We're going to go ahead and run for the wipe. We know the rockets have run back to base. We're going to focus this wipe down. Churchill's on the left side of the map. Keep pushing. And just look at the bleed damage, people! You can't stop this cheese train! Woo! Woo! Oh, another lovely wipe. Churchill's panicking, trying to get over here, but look, it's a slow boy. I don't give a fuck if it rolls over here. It's like a potato trying to roll downhill. Oh my goodness, check out those bleed damage in the retreating sections. He knows to get the fuck out of here. I was going for another wipe. Pathing fucks me. It's going to do a U-turn. 2-2-1's going for a lovely cap, bringing it back in the fight. There's the Churchill. Triple Jaegers on standby. We can get some nice penetrating hits going. Boom, there's bounce off the side armor, crazy. But 2-2-1's in danger. Don't worry, guys, it will never die. 2-2-1 forever. Germany for life. The fatherland will never fall. Yeah. Martyr's trying to get into the fight, take some pot shots. Bazookas are back onto the field. 2-2-1 barely escapes with its life. It gets a big crit hit. The Churchill has the potential to get some nasty crit hits. That's why we have to be careful. Vehicle takes a shot. At the same time, he's moving his Brit infantry sections to decap, but not cap. He's on attack move. This is why attack move players, it's just like, eh. Jaegers are moving in to try to stop the cap on the munition point. At the same time, we're still being pressured by the double Shreks. He's going into my base. Got to be very careful. Going to move the engineers and the vehicles back. Boom, big shots into the Martyr, unfortunately. But we're focused on the Brit engineer sections. What are we doing right now? We are looking for any holes in his line. That's why we're charging. Luckily, I hit the mine with the Jaeger, so we're going to be A-okay back out of this engagement. What also am I trying to do? It might look like it's all hectic. I'm looking for any holes or free wipes, but at the same time, I'm pulling his rocket troops away from this cutoff point so I can move back out and take it. I'm trying to bait him, and then we're going to put him in a position where I can hit him with the white phosphorus. There's no cover over here, and I'm able to just chase him off. We want to force him back in base, and that's the plan right now. And because of this negative cover, look at the bleed damage just kicking in. Third Warblewind's onto the field, so now we're stacked together. We're going to go ahead and focus these units down. Jaegers are still fighting for their life right now. And that's exactly what we did, and the bait works. This is excellent bait. Just roll with the punches. Don't need to win every fight, but at the same time, if you can, you are going to win no matter what. But at the same time, you can stall for time. You can stall for time. Sometimes it's okay to just bait your opponent. And now we have baited him. He's lost control of my manpower point. We're going to go ahead and cap it with a 2-2-1. Units are healed and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and repair these lovely flak Whirlwinds. Get them back into base. Stack them together. Mr. AECOH, again, I respect you, sir, but you know exactly why we stack these units together. Or the Axis mains, because it's free wipes. In addition, what have I done? I now have Panthers unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and click off the auto reinforce button and save manpower for a Panther and get a very cost-effective unit. Still harassed with the flak Whirlwind. What are we stressing about? Why are we not pushing hard with these Whirlwinds? There could be mines. One mine could kill the tank. On top of that, there could be AT guns in the background. We don't know a situation. Check the damage. 79 to 57. Absolutely insane. We're doing great here, people. And he's only killed 2 Kettenkrads. Yeah, it's so hard to play Axis. That's what I keep hearing from you fucks. It doesn't look hard to me, guys. Not playing Wehrmacht for 2 weeks, loading into a match and stomping the Brit rank 73 player. Look at this, boys. Cheese and cheese and cheese and cheese. Cheese as far as the eye can see, oh my. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. I have to talk a lot for these lovely co-castings, but I'm happy to make you guys have a good laugh in the day. At the same time, Double Jaeger's gonna go ahead and fight the Brits off. I'm not gonna win this engagement, but we're stalling for time. Flak Whirlwinds are ready to go back into the fight. Engineers are repaired any critical damage. Jaegers are holding the line for spotting from the potential bazooka boys. 2-2-1's trying to get a cap. Bazooka's on the right side of the map. What does that tell me? Because I saw his bazookas on the right side of the map, I've got a Martyr in support to chase away this Churchill. That tells me that this fucking shit is free range, boys. It's time to cheese. Yeah. Now look at this gentleman. He's going to go ahead and hit the retreat button in a second, but he's not paying attention. And boom, there's the retreat button for my opponent, but it's too late. It's too late. You're going down. There's no hope from this. You're dead. Woo! Look at the damage. That's one. Can we get the double trouble, the two stack, the infinite cheese, and it's gone, boys! Oh!
Enemy forces have territory.
At the same time, the Churchill's trying to fight my Jaegers, but what have we done? The damage is done. The anti-tank infantry sections that are good at killing tanks just got disintegrated before your very fucking eyes! Yeah!
Victory point.
Don't you like winning? Don't you like not having to try in Company of Heroes 3? Isn't this fun for you fucking Axis mains? When everything you do is free wins? Holy shit! There's the Panther onto the field. What does that mean? His Churchill means nothing to me anymore. On top of that, at Veterancy 1, Panthers are 25%, are able to mark enemies, and any armor is 25% easier to hit for 8 seconds.
We are down to 100 points.
So what does that mean? The cheese patrol is on the works. I'm going to keep saying cheese because this is cheesy. Panther bounces, unfortunately. We're going to take the Warble hits. You'll see it in a second, folks. Panther firing nonstop. Warblewinds are going to go ahead and get rear penetrating shots. Hold on. But why did I charge, guys? Because I know I didn't catch it. The bazooka sections were not supporting the Churchill. I saw an opening. MG42 hit the suppression. My opponent called in his planes. I'm going to go ahead and hit the retreat button. My engineers unfortunately die in that one burst. There's nothing I can do. And we're going to block the Churchill with the flak Warblewinds. Where the fuck you going, boy? You ain't going nowhere. Yeah. And what just happened? Panther's still full health. Can't take on the Churchill. British rocket sections are falling back to base, keeping the healthy tanks in the fight, putting pressure on the Churchill because this is 25% easier to hit for every 8 seconds after every shot. And check that out, people. Moving in to block him, but because I couldn't get the wipes in base, we're going to go ahead and back out. At the same time, Panther's taking too much damage. We don't want to lose it. We need this tank to stay into the game. And yes, hit the pause button. Technically, I'm losing on VPs. But at the same time, rank 73, British player getting fucking smacked by me, and I haven't touched Wehrmacht in 2 weeks. Fucking insane. And Genobi, if you go, I could beat you any time of the week, you probably could, man. But I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I have a life. So if you ever see this video and you're a mad little cunt, shut the fuck up, you nerd. And he's going to be salty at the end of the match. That's why I'm being harsh on him. If you're going to be salty and you're a top-level player, nobody fucking cares about you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Nobody cares that you're rank 1 in Company of Heroes 3. Put that on a job application, you nerd. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with being a good or high-level player. But if you think that makes you an amazing human being because you're good at a video game, I don't know what to say to you, you fucking weirdo. But what are we doing right now? Anti-tank infantry sections are moving in to kill my flak Warblewinds. We pop the White Foss ability on one, and it suppresses them. We're going to hit the other one in a second. We're just winning every engagement.
5 command points available.
Woo! Look at it! Look at it! We're going to go ahead and back out. Because I lost the engineers, that means all my tanks are in repair mode, and we fuck up. We fuck up. Because he can pump out AT guns now, or an additional Churchill if he wants to. We're in danger right now, people. But
standing by.
Do not fret, mine glorious Axis compatriots. The engineer squad only cost 125 manpower. I'm going to go ahead and put them with minesweepers because I have a shit ton of... Oh, no, I got a little bit of munis. I've been putting mines and Shreks everywhere and popping the White Foss ability. The cost of greatness is the cost of munitions, yeah. Jaeger's going to go in and hold. I'm not being stagnant with this unit. We want to spot his bazooka infantry sections with the foot guards and make sure we have a cone of vision ready to go so I know where there's holes in his line and we can put the pressure on, and that's exactly what we're doing here, people. We want to put the pressure by having the vision. Now, this is why I'm rusty with the build. I should have put the 2-2-1 in the center of the map, and it could have spotted anytime, anywhere what he was doing. But I'm using it as a capping vehicle right now, and it's very weak, and we need to get these heavy tanks back into the field. This is the key to victory. Yeah, Jaeger Squad, it's because I didn't turn back on the, oh no, I did turn it on. Okay, I'm just trying to get the VP cap right now. We can't bleed anymore. That's the stress right now. We cannot bleed. We're in a bad position. My rust is showing. We have 3 minutes left into this match. I am worried about a double AT being produced, and that's exactly what he was doing, and that's what I was thinking, or an additional Churchill. Could be 3 Churchills he's stacking. 2-2-1 still holding. I'm really focused. We got to get these tanks back up. How many kills is on the Flak Orbital one? 19 kills, 18 kills, and 2 vehicle kills from the Panther. Martyr, no great stats. And 10 kills from the other Flak Orbital one. What these are lacking in kills, they are making up for in bleed damage. And look at the KD ratio, 105 to 72. Again, rank 72 British player, and he is having a rough time. This is where Axis comes in handy. What you lack in the early game, you make up for the late game. So we're going to go ahead and engage these engineers. I want to spot the engineer section. I should have popped out of the cover, but at the same time, there's the Churchill. I'm trying to bait his Churchill into the fight. What am I doing right now? Moving the Panther into action. As soon as it gets repaired, mine detonation from me, maybe? My opponent? I can't tell. Focusing the engineer section, trying to get a dirty wipe. At the same time, we're being cautious of a potential AT gun. And you're going to see my opponent mess up in a second. Backing out because what are we worried about? We're worried about these rocket sections. And where are they? They're coming out of base. So we can't press. Could be mines. We know my opponent's making mines. We know that there's potential AT or an additional tank. And we know he still has bazooka sections. And if we lose these 3 Whirlwinds, we're out of the game. We're relying heavily on them. I'm using brain dead, no micro tactics. Panther's moving in for the fight. There's the engineer trying to put a mine down. He's going to get it down pretty fast, even with the 2 models. There's the Churchill. I'm like, yeah. It's time to charge. And what just happened? Turning off the camera for all, so you can see my perspective. Select the player only. I'm getting a lot of vision right now. That's absolutely insane. So what just happened here, folks? Oh, hold on. There we go. What just happened? Why am I charging the Panther in? The MG42 just spotted the foot guard section pushing into the center of the map. He's already popped his AA recon ability. So I know he's hurting on munitions. So what does that say, boys? Say it with me. Free range on the tank! We're going to go ahead and push. AT might be in the background, but this tank can take the damage. And, ooh la la, what just happened? Why am I still going to press this engagement? Panther comes with smoke canisters! Oh, yeah, baby! Giving a heavy mainline tank the ability to self-smoke, but we can use it aggressively, people. So what am I going to do with this Panther? We're going to pop smoke on the AT guns and charge the Flak Whirlwinds in because these guys are suppressed. And look what happens. Boom, AT gun's still working on me, but Churchill sucks ass. Gonna go ahead and run around it. Try to get the... I was trying to block it. Panther's trying to desperately rotate around. He was on his mine, hits his own mine because he gets shot by the Panther, and it detonates it, crits it. I'm going to rotate the Panther around, bring its frontal armor, get some penetrating shots. At the same time, Flak Whirlwinds are focused on the AT guns. So we're running out of time because he just hit retreat on the foot guards. Desperately trying to get the Panther around, focusing the AT guns, doing as much damage as we can, holding the ground. Boom. And we're getting it, we're getting it, we're getting it. Yeah! Yeah, baby! And boom. My opponent has something to say. Churchill gone. Panther kills it. Victory is ours. Germany reigns supreme. Company of Heroes 3 still remains on balance after 1 year! And my opponent had something delightful to say. Man, you luck out today. Well, guess what, Kenobi? Maybe next time don't put your tank on your own fucking mine, genius. You fuck. And that's it, folks. It's another glorious Axis victory, coming from the clutches of defeat, from the 79 VP downgrade that we had, and we pulled through, yeah? Now let's check the kill stats. 122 to a 77. That screams balance. And he had more map control than me at a 0.9%, but no big deal. We still pulled through. Check the unit graphs, and he had a significant unit lead on me until about the mid and then late game. That's where we come through. So the early game trade for the mid to late game victory. And that's it. Genobi, great job for climbing the ranks as a British player. You know, that takes skill, but at the same time, don't be a fucking salty cunt. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I'm so tired of you high-level players acting like you're champions among men. It's a video game, you fucking nerd. It's okay to be good at a video game, but that doesn't make you better than anybody, so shut the fuck up and enjoy the loss. Hold my nuts in your mouth. At the same time, for you Axis mains that keep telling me, bro, do you even play Axis? Alright, cool. Turn the anime down just a little bit. Turn the underage women off in your life. And let's have a real talk, man to man, or man to she-man, whatever you might be in your fucking sad, pathetic lives. Me beating the rank 73 British player in the world and not touching Wehrmacht for 2 weeks and having limited playtime with Wehrmacht is bullshit. It's bullshit. The Wehrmacht is easy to play. It's very easy to play Wehrmacht. You don't have to fucking try. You just saw what happened, and I have limited playtime. Now, if you guys want to, I can show you the match where I utilize this build to perfection. And I can show you how quick you can smash the Brits. There's nothing you can do. But you guys have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. To all my normal, loving gamers out there, you have a great day, people. To you Axis mains that think you're the greatest thing in the world, fuck you, eat a dick. Ha ha ha!